Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is your ultimate resource for mastering English phrasal verbs. Today, we're exploring the 44th category, phrasal verbs for education and learning. Level up your English. These verbs are essential for discussing study habits, learning strategies, and academic success. Let's get started. First, let's begin with hand in. This phrasal verb means to submit an assignment or task. For example, don't forget to hand in your essay by Friday, or he handed in the final project just before the deadline. Next is look up. This refers to finding information in a resource, like a dictionary or online. You might say, you can look up the definition of a word in a dictionary, or she looked up the historical references for her paper. Catch up on means to do work or tasks you've missed. For instance, I need to catch up on my reading this weekend, or he's catching up on the lessons he missed. Keep up with describes maintaining the same pace as others or staying updated. You could say, she's struggling to keep up with her assignments, or it's important to keep up with the latest research. Fall behind is used when you're not keeping up with tasks or progress. For example, he fell behind in his studies due to illness, or try not to fall behind on your coursework. Pick up refers to learning something new, often informally or quickly. You might hear, he picked up French while traveling, or she picked up the formula after a few examples. Brush up on means to review or refresh your knowledge of something. For instance, I'm brushing up on my grammar before the exam, or she brushed up on her presentation skills. Go over means to review or examine something carefully. You could say, let's go over the key points from the lecture, or he went over his notes before the quiz. Drop out refers to leaving school or a program before completion. For example, she dropped out of college to start her business, or he doesn't want to drop out of the course despite the challenges. Sign up for describes enrolling in a course or activity. You might say, I signed up for a new language class, or she's signing up for an advanced workshop. Taken means to absorb or understand new information. For instance, it's a lot to take in during one lecture, or she took in every detail of the presentation. Write down is used for noting information to remember it later. You could say, write down the instructions before you forget, or he wrote down the formula to study it later. Breakdown describes simplifying complex information into smaller parts. For example, the teacher broke down the topic into 3 main sections, or let's break down the problem step by step. Figure out means to solve or understand something. You might hear, he figured out the solution after analyzing the problem, or she's trying to figure out how the formula works. Finally, fill in refers to completing missing information. For instance, please fill in the blanks on the worksheet, or he filled in the details on the application form. These phrasal verbs are perfect for discussing education and learning experiences. Practice using them in conversations about your studies or academic goals, and they'll soon become second nature. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.